Gotham's back. I'm a lot happier, trust me. What's up, guys? It's me, your old friend Elyjah Wilbur, back in the villain lair with some more Waiting for Batman. We had a good week of Batman, a new episode of Gotham, finally. It was weird. I didn't like this whole Empire thing. It kind of, you might have seen it, kind of upset me a little bit. It sounds like it's gonna fail. I hope it does fail. I hope it does fail. Doesn't matter now. I hope the show does well, because look, I hope any show out there does well, because those guys gotta make some money, right? And it looks like Gotham got picked up for season 2. Congratulations to the writers, producers, the actors. If any of you even bother watching this show, congratulations to you guys for accomplishing not only a great first season, which, I mean, we haven't seen the whole first season, but I can only assume that it's gonna end very well, and getting a second season under your belt too, which is awesome news. We had some Gotham this week, and we got some Batman vs. Superman news up in the airwaves. Not just Batman vs. Superman, but Suicide Squad as well. So we're gonna include that in our Waiting for Batfleck segment this week. So hey guys, let's dive into some Gotham review. All right, jumping into the Rogues Gallery, big part of the Gotham reviews here on Waiting for Batman. I like to talk about the rogues, not just the villains, but also kind of the I guess special guest characters. The last episode, not my favorite. This episode is my favorite. First of all, the main part of the episode was called What the Little Birdie Told Him, which the little birdie being Penguin and him being Falcone, Carmine Falcone, the Roman. The Roman in the comic books is one of the he's one of the old school mob bosses in Gotham. He's kind of, before the freaks take over, it's Carmine Falcone and Maroni, and they have this war for power in Gotham, and Falcone kind of has a big presence in the earlier Batman stories, The Long Halloween. Falcone, it makes sense that Falcone is such a huge character in the series of Gotham, because it predates Batman, it predates the freaks taking over Gotham. I'd like to see Falcone survive for a very long time until he meets the Dark Knight himself. Finally, we got to see Fish try to execute her plan to take down Falcone. Those really great moments all around for all the actors involved, all the characters. And at the end of the day, Penguin comes through for Falcone and gives him the dirt about his girl Elyjah, tells him everything. And I gotta say, the way that Elyjah was choked out by Falcone, the way he killed her, I mean, I'm assuming she's dead. I saw that coming. I kind of knew that she and or Fish were gonna die in a very brutal way. I knew that kind of betrayal was going to warrant a physical strangling of sorts, but I knew it was going to be one of them. One of them was going to die by choking. I saw it coming. Part of you wants Elyjah to live because she does feel bad about what she's doing. She does like Falcone. There was a point where I guess I was kind of expecting her to betray Fish, and Fish was going to kill her for a moment there. But then once it all got revealed, I knew Falcone was gonna kill her. I knew it was gonna be brutal. It was, and you know, I hope I don't sound messed up for saying this, but it was very satisfying to see that kind of just it build up and release. It was insane. It was really well done. Next episode looks like we're gonna see Fish get messed up pretty bad by Falcone. I'm interested to see what her fate is gonna be. Maybe I'm the only one who's been rooting against her so far. I don't know. I mean, if you are a Fish Mooney fan all the way, let me know down in the comments below. I'd be interested to see what the various camps are. The big villain, the featured villain in this episode, was Jack Gruber, aka the Electrocutioner, who was in the last episode and carried over into this episode, and it looks like he might be sticking around because he wasn't killed, he wasn't incapacitated in any way. All Gordon had to do was splash his little gadget with water and he was done. But what I did like about the whole Jack Gruber thing was the opening of the show, that Johnny Cash open and all that Very cool, very classy. I liked it a lot. And before I dive any further into my review, my good friend Aldo Montijo was texting me. We text during the show. He's always texting me what he thinks and giving me his opinions and jokes about what he saw. And I just wanted to share them with you because he always makes me laugh. So I thought I'd try and make you guys laugh. Victor is my favorite character, even though I think he is part of the Blue Man Group when he isn't working for Falcone. Everyone that lives in Gotham will at one point throw a punch at Gordon. The Riddler has the best pickup gimmicks. That was definitely something I really liked this episode, was we got to see a little bit more enigma, and he left his first kind of like, official riddle for somebody, because if there's anything that the Riddler is known for in the comic books, it's leaving these ridiculous riddles for Batman to try and figure out. In this episode, he leaves a little something for his crush, Miss Kringle. She does not like him, which is, I feel bad for him. You kind of start to understand why he turns to crime, because man, the guy gets picked on and doesn't get treated very well. He ends up leaving a riddle for his crush, Miss Kringle. It's a cupcake with a bullet in it, and it ends up being kind of a compliment to her, saying, that he likes her. She's not very nice about it. He gets kind of blown off by her and thrown out by this other jerk detective who's probably moving in on Miss Kringle. That's kind of the way it seemed. But it was definitely cool to see a riddle come from the future Riddler. We'll see what happens in the next episode. It'll be interesting to see how, I wasn't expecting any of what happened this episode to happen until the season finale. So who knows what the season finale has in store. I really can't wait. All right, moving away from the TV universe of Batman into the movie universe of Batman. We've got some Waiting for Batfleck. Allegedly, this official promo image is out there for the movie of, all three characters. And I saw the image. First of all, it does not look official. It looks like someone took a picture of a screen, and it looks like it's just the three photos that have already been put out. The picture of Superman, the picture of Batman, and the picture of Wonder Woman. Looks like it's all three of those photos just photoshopped together in a nice little composition. Okay, if that's the official image, that's cool and all, but we've seen those pictures before, so it's not really that big of a deal. The picture that I've seen so far is a picture taken by an iPhone or a phone of sorts, and it doesn't look official at all. If that's the official image, if that's going to be the poster or whatever they end up putting out for the movie, great. But I'm unimpressed because I want to see a new image. We haven't seen a new image for the movie in a little bit, not since Comic-Con. It's weird. Let's talk about the real news, some stuff that is official out there. It looks like Tom Hardy has officially dropped out of the Suicide Squad movie. He was supposed to play Rick Flag, the kind of the reluctant leader of the group. Tom Hardy decided to drop out. Now, from the sounds of it, the rumor is that he didn't like the fact that the movie, the script that he received focused so heavily on Deadshot and Joker. It seems that those are the kind of the two main characters, and I guess Harley Quinn as well, which makes sense. I mean, you can't really expect different when it comes to a Suicide Squad movie. I mean, especially right now, like in this day and age of who the popular DC characters are, like we have been waiting for a movie version of Harley Quinn for a very long time. And as for, Deadshot, like, who have you heard of more? Deadshot or Rick Flag? Deadshot. Deadshot is clearly going to be the character that they're going to focus on the most. To me, it seems a little weird that people are saying that Tom Hardy dropped out because there wasn't enough Rick Flag in the movie. Like, you'd think he would have expected. If Tom Hardy knows the comic books, which obviously he's a fan because he played Bane and he was going to be in the Suicide Squad movie, you'd think he would expect to not be a major part. And look, he got his spotlight in the Batman universe. I kind of feel like the whole Rick Flag thing was just kind of a cool thing to put under his belt, but not necessarily for him to be like a a spotlight character. I'm not sure if that's the whole reason why he dropped out of the movie. I think maybe it was just probably a scheduling conflict. The guy's popular. The guy's doing a lot of stuff. Who knows? We'll probably never know what the real reason for him dropping out is. It looks like that there is a big spoiler out there regarding the movie's storyline. I'm not going to say anything. I did read it because I don't, like I've probably said on the show before, I don't really care about spoilers. And to me, this isn't a spoiler. I like to know what a movie storyline is going to be before I go to see the movie, because then I can know if I'm going to like the movie or not. I'm further convinced that this is going to be a really cool movie to watch. It's going to be cool to see how it coincides with the Batman versus Superman movie, and it sounds awesome. I'm gonna include a link to the article that contains the spoiler if you're interested to see what the spoilers are and what the storyline to the new Suicide Squad movie is gonna be. I will put the link to the article down below so that you can check it out and, you know, see what you think. Judge for yourself. Take it in with a grain of salt, because we don't know if this is legitimate. I mean, look, there's a lot of rumors, a lot of things being put out about these movies just for the sake of talking about these movies. Don't be surprised if this is not the actual storyline or the actual plot to the movie. We'll wait and see what the movie is about. But you know, if this is any indication of what the movie's going to be like, I think it's going to be a cool movie. I'm really excited. And with all that said, that's all the Bat news for this week. Like I said, if you've got anything to say about this episode of Gotham or any of the Waiting for Batfleck news, let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Don't be shy. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about Suicide Squad. Let me know who you'd like to see replace Tom Hardy. It looks like a lot of people are saying Jake Gyllenhaal, so that could be cool. If you've got anything else to say, like I said, let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter. I'm at AuburnZoneEli. But until then, guys, I'm your host, Eli Wilbur, and this has been Waiting for Batman here on the Villains of YouTube. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you next week.